Hey, good morning, everybody. George here, WCJ Property Management. Thought I'd make another quick video to discuss the move-out procedure. Yeah, this is the one that always gets kind of sticky with things could go from smooth to bad really quick. I've had move-outs go very, very smooth. I've had them go very extremely ugly. The first thing you need to do is let everybody know when they're going to give you a 30-day notice. You give them a 30-day notice. They actually have car forms. It's in California. The California Association of Realtors. You can give them a 48-hour notice of inspection prior to tenant termination of tenancy. So pretty much what the law says is you have to do a walkthrough inspection with them, and you have to put it in writing what they need to do to get their deposit back. So they could decline this by all means. They could say, I don't want an inspection, I don't want to do it, I'm good. And you just carry on and you do your inspection. And after that, I always make sure personally, I'll do an inspection anyways. I will not go ahead and do anything. If they have enough time, if I have an email address, I will send it to them anyways. I'll do an inspection when they vacate and they relinquish the property to us and they hand in the keys. I'll go ahead and do an inspection anyways and send it out to them just so they know, kind of have an idea of what's going on, along with a bunch of pictures. So pretty much what we do is we'll take this move-in sheet here. When I'm going to do an inspection, I get this move-in sheet right here. This is going to it's kind of a move-in, move-out sheet here. What they're going to do is when you give them this, when they move into the property, they're going to go over it. I recommend meeting them at the property and going over it and kind of validating everything, if there was anything that was missed, and correcting it if you can do so. And then from there, after you correct it, then you know that you're up and you'll have them sign it off saying that it's been corrected. So when you come back to do their move-out, it's very simple. You already have the pictures, because any good property manager is going to have thousands among thousands of pictures in their files. That's what the court wants to see, just in case. We don't want it to ever go that far, but it does sometimes. So you'll take your pictures and you'll take your move-in sheet. I'll go to the property or just read this over at the office and go do their move-out and check every room, cabinet, ceiling fans, windows, tracks, blinds, doors, paint. Pretty much check everything. Note everything and take pictures of everything. And then I return to the office, grab their move-in sheet, compare their move-in sheet with their move-out sheet, and that's where we determine if it's wear and tear or if it's a tenant charge. If it's a tenant charge, we go ahead and obviously we have it corrected, and whatever the bill is, we will take that out of their security deposit. So just know when you're doing your move-out, if they do actually schedule a move-out, I found it best to. I've heard stories about people getting in. I'm a pretty big guy, so I've never had this problem myself. But I've heard it with other people where they've actually been scared going into these properties, because it's kind of scary. You get into these properties and you don't know what you're expecting or what's going on, or what you're going to be walking into. Some kind of ambush and people are freaking out on you. And the things you're going to hear all the time is, it was like that. It's better now than when I moved in. It's nobody ever fixes. I called this in, I called that in. So documentation is a key to everything here in property management. And we'll go back to our files. I'll look, did they call in? Was there something that was missed? Is it something that we should have taken care of? But with everything being noted, I could tell them the time and date, and they were supposedly called it in, and if we got a call, if we didn't get a call. And then I would get their move-in sheet and compare it. But what I do, personally myself, I know this is going on 4 minutes, very long video, but a lot to cover about move-outs. This is just the paperwork side of it really quick. You're pretty much going to hear a lot of things that they did and they didn't do, and you could literally sit there and argue on a property with them for hours trying to explain yourself and explain the procedures and explain what's going on. What I do is I'll go through the property with them there, and I'll actually write everything down that needs to be written down, and I'll leave the unit. I'll point out the major repairs or whatever they need to do that's their responsibility, and just explain to them kind of why real quick, and then I'll ask them for their email address and I'll email them a copy. So if they would like to come into the office and talk about it, we're kind of out of their element, and we're kind of in a place where I have proof, where I could show them things and I can let them understand. But I will not argue on a property with you. I refuse to argue. I will tell you what you need to do, and I will write it all down, and then I'll tell them I will email you the rest, so you do have a written copy, a written estimate of what needs to be done. So make sure you get everything in writing. Make sure you take good pictures at the beginning. Make sure you have a good move-in sheet to start with. Make this move-out procedure very, very easy. But don't waste your time. You could sit there for hours, and I learned that the hard way. I'd sit there for hours arguing, listening to these people, arguing. Everybody has the same lines. It was like that. We got it that way. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I had a roommate that did this, that did that. It doesn't matter. Once again, like the previous video, go back to your original contract and let them know. You guys are all responsible. Let them know. Here's your move-in sheet. Let them know. Here's your pictures. Keep it easy. Keep it simple. All right. Everybody have a good day. George here at WCJ Property Management. This is a little tip for Tuesday.